Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with today's live stream. This is a general love forecast here today. So if you are a regular watching our live streams, this is the one where I do a general love forecast for the collective, and then we get into mini readings, personal mini readings towards the end of it. Anyone that's interested in a super chat mini reading similar to what we do on Wednesdays, we'll open that up at the end of the broadcast here today. I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you for being here as always. So if this is the first time that you are tuned into this particular live stream, we'll start off taking a look at some letters and names that could be a part of you and your person, whoever it is that you're thinking about here today. We'll take a look at zodiacs that pop up. We'll grab some descriptions, physical features of who it is that you are thinking about or who's thinking of you. You might not even be aware that someone's thinking about you, but it pops up. And we'll take a look at some yes, no answers as well, giving you guys the opportunity to ask whatever question you have in mind. Hi, Cynthia. And then towards the end, I will choose two people randomly to have a personal mini reading. And aside from that, if you're interested today, as I've mentioned, to get your own mini reading, then at that point we'll open it up to whoever else is wanting advice here today. All right, guys. So let's see here. We've got 18 folks here. Let's give it a minute or two to just allow more people to get here and tune in. And then we'll go ahead and start with letters. I've got this bag of names that we just came up with, and let's see what comes through there. Maybe I'll end up choosing either your name or, of course, the person that you're thinking about. All right, so let's get started with some letters. All right, so letters that could be a part of you, your person. It could be initials. Could be a part of their name, could be a part of yours. Here we go. So we're starting off with a C right here. We have a J. That could be someone's nickname or even initials, CJ. We have S presenting itself here as well. We have the letter P coming in. We have T. Okay, so let's grab a few more. For the collective, whoever's tuned in, we have, that's actually like that, Z. We have a G. We have an A. Let's grab a couple more. We have a Q. And one last one, we have F. Okay, so after the broadcast, feel free to come back to this and pause this and play around with the letters. It might not be jumping out at you right here, right now, but it could later on, or whenever you happen to come across this one. So CJS, PT, ZGAQ, and an F. Okay, so let me set these guys aside, and we'll grab some names after we grab some features here. All right, actually, we'll start with the zodiacs. Okay. So let's see what zodiacs are popping up here for the collective today. And my daughter Cameron is in the comments. She's today's moderator, as she is typically for most of the live streams. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, feel free to do so. And she's also taken a look at those of you who want to submit your names, zodiacs, brief background, and a question. So once it gets to the point of the live stream where I do choose two people, then I'll go ahead and take a look at that. All right, zodiacs for today. We are starting off with, we have Cancer, and then we have Aries coming through here, and they're both in the sun energy. So someone's sun sign could be Cancer or it could be Aries, but it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for you or your person. There's something about the home environment. That came through before, I believe, and then something about new beginnings for Aries. So something in the home environment for Aries is popping up. Sun and Libra also coming through. It does say harmony, enjoy life with music, love, and romance. So that's a really nice energy for Aries, or of course for the person you're thinking about. They could have Cancer, Aries, Libra in their chart. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. We do have Aquarius coming in. This one says eclipse in Aquarius, some sort of awakening for this particular energy for Aquarius. And it does say your deeper resolve rises. And we also have Virgo coming in. Okay, so we are in Virgo season, Sun in Virgo, endeavors. You reap what you sow. Let's grab one more zodiac sign for the collective here today. Okay, so if you or your person's zodiac sign didn't pop up today, doesn't mean the love forecast, the general messages that come through here today won't make sense for you. It absolutely can. And I'm just drawn to this bottom of the deck. We have Moon and Libra. So some of you guys could have double Libra in your chart. Okay, so that's what we have as far as the zodiacs. Let's go ahead and grab some features. And, you know, this is really just for fun to take a look at who's thinking of you. What do they look like? Characteristics. Okay, so here we go. Somebody could have dreads. We have Gothic coming through here. Somebody could have a disability, not necessarily wheelchair bound, but you know, if that makes sense for someone, it's coming through. We have straight nose coming through as well. Somebody could live by the ocean. The balloons could be significant there. We have olive skin tone represented. Somebody could also be known for having a tattoo. Maybe it's a large tattoo, not necessarily on their shoulder. We have muscular. So somebody's really fit. Somebody could also be known to wear glasses or even contact lenses. And I have a card flying. Let's see what it is. We have Middle Eastern, so take that if it makes sense for you. That could be someone's ethnicity. We have country style. Okay, so this might be describing how somebody likes to dress, you know, their appearance here. Somebody could live out in the country. We have medium length hair. Let's grab a few more from here and then we'll grab from another deck here. Somebody could have a scar. Could be a large scar, could be something that they are maybe trying to hide, you know, if it's a large scar and they're not really wanting to show people, you know, it could be something like that. Let's see what else. Let's see what else here. Ooh, we have Pisces coming through. Okay, so that could be significant for some of you guys because remember, it already came forward before. Or you and your person could both be Pisces or have that in your chart. We also have facial hair coming through here. Okay. We have a preppy dresser, perhaps. Let's grab a few more from here. Urban fashion. Somebody could be slender. Okay, and one last one. We have Scorpio. Okay, so if any of these zodiacs that are popping up make sense for you and the person you're thinking about, there could be something significant in the messages that pop up here today. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional descriptions of who is thinking of you. I'll be pulling from my Enlightened Mystery Volume 1 and 2. I've combined them, so let's just go ahead and choose from these decks here. Somebody could be very highly educated. You know, they could have had a PhD, a master's, or they're just very studious, very smart person. Look at this one. It does say your future love will be your perfect match. So if you're watching this, and let's just say you're single, you're not with anyone right now, it's telling you that perhaps a future love could be somebody that you're very compatible with, where you could really see this person as a perfect match. Or the person that you're already thinking about, you guys just fit each other very well. Let's see what else. Your ideal mate will be a great lover. Okay, so the sexual chemistry could be really good there. This person could also have light blonde hair and blue or green eyes. Somebody could have a beard or mustache, and we already saw that in someone who has facial hair. Okay, let's see what else. This one says you will meet your future love while you're out shopping. I mean, that could certainly be the case, or some of you guys might be in an environment where you are out shopping and you just make that love connection. Somebody could also have a very prominent laugh. They have a great sense of humor. Let's grab a few more. Some of you guys might actually make a love connection where you work. Okay. This one says your future love, or the person that you're thinking about, will find you when your broken heart has healed. So if you're still not prepared to dive into a new relationship, for example, you know, take as much time as you need to be able to heal from experiences that hurt you in order to be ready for perhaps your ideal perfect match to come in. Let's grab one more. And this person could be an entrepreneur. Maybe they own their own company. They could be CEO. They could be, you know, just very well educated, as we've seen, very successful. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some names, and then we'll go ahead and get into the general love forecast here and see what pops up for the collective. All right, and feel free to let us know if any of these descriptions make sense for you in the comments. All right, here we go. So let's grab some names. Let's see what names pop up here today. So these cards have two names on each side. This one says Theo, and then we have Atticus coming through here. We have Roman as well as Luca coming in. Okay, let's see what else. We have Gretchen and Hayden coming in. We have Zoe and Xander. So if any of these make sense for you. We have Idris, and then we have Hayes, Nick, as well as Margaret. Let's see what else. Sally and Kayla. We have Marianne and Martin, Josiah and Dean, Noah, and we have Donald or Donnie or even Dawn. Let's grab one more. And we have Blake as well as Cole. So if any of those names are jumping out at you personally, maybe again, there could be something significant in the messages that pop up here today. All right, and you can always go back and watch this over if I'm going a little bit too fast here. All right, guys, so let's get into the messages and see what it is that you can learn from these love connections, whoever it is that you are thinking about. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those tuned in here today, what do we need to know when it comes to the person that the viewer is focused on for this general love forecast? All right, here we go. And remember, you know, after this portion and after we do the yes/no answers, I'll be choosing 2 people to receive a mini reading here today, and then we'll open it up to super chat requests. All right, here we go. All right, guys, so we're starting off with self-worth. Maybe that's something that you have had to work on, or the other person. We have cycles coming in. So there could have been cycles that ended, making way for new cycles to come in. Okay. We also have admired. So there could be somebody out there that you certainly are feeling this way about, where you have a lot of admiration for them, or there could be new love that's coming in, somebody that you really connect with. They have a lot of admiration for you. We have union. So if some of you guys are in separation, there's the possibility, of course, that you can come back into union, perhaps with this new cycle that's coming in. We have the destruction card, so that could be an indication of a separation, a relationship that fell apart, possibly because the foundation wasn't strong enough to withstand some challenges that you guys have been through. And we have, lastly, offer. So let's take a look and see what that offer is that's coming in. All right, so new cycles, which is basically telling us that old cycles need to phase out. It's a thing of the past here. So some of you guys experienced relationships that failed. Possibly somebody who had some commitment issues, but they could also be coming in with this offer, wanting a reunion, wanting to come into union. Look at that. We've got the Ace of Swords. So somebody is gaining clarity over whatever might have caused a separation or a breakup here. So whenever I see this, it always reminds me of somebody who's had that light bulb moment. It's like they finally get it. They finally understand. If this is you, then right next to self-worth, this is giving you your kind of behind that wheel, you know, to direct where you want your life to go. And it also paves the way for you to really get rid of people or experiences or negative energy that might have contributed to that destruction, which is a Tower moment. That's just how I see that card. Divine Feminines, you are coming in as the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is known to be very confident, very determined. And along with this new cycle, I feel, especially my feminines welcoming in a brand new beginning, you will be able to not only improve your love life, but also improve every aspect of your life. Because part of this admiration, too, perhaps falls on self-love, being able to have admiration for the things that you have done within yourself, to be proud of what you have accomplished. And then look at this, we have the Fool card right there. So we've got new beginnings popping up here. And if you've been perhaps afraid to welcome in a new cycle of change, this is telling you to overcome your fears, be confident within yourself, be confident in what you believe in, whether it's a relationship, whether romantic or not. This could involve friendships, this could involve families. It requires action in order to bring about these necessary changes after having experienced something like this. Look at this. So we ended up getting Scorpio earlier. The Death card represents Scorpio again. And this is so interesting how it's right next to union. So as you can see, we've got cycles right here, old cycles, new cycles, very much represented by the Death card, endings and new beginnings. And it requires change. It requires a metamorphosis. It requires a transition, a transformation. So something needs to change. Somebody needs to take action here in order for you guys to come back into union or to overcome whatever this represents right here. And then you've got the Nine of Wands coming up next. So right next to destruction, you've been through something really difficult, and maybe you've struggled to find the courage to overcome whatever that represents, because you've got the Death card right next to it. And sometimes change isn't exactly easy, you know, allowing ourselves to go through a journey despite the difficulties, the ups and downs. It's not always easy. But the way I see the Nine of Wands, even though you've been through some difficult stuff, part of that energy too is resilience. And even though you've been hurt, you've been wounded, and you've been through so much, like a Tower moment, this destruction, this is telling you, reminding you that through a new beginning, the sun will come out again, that you will overcome this, that you're going to be okay. And look at the next card. You've got the Three of Wands. You see, along with this offer that's coming in, it's also about welcoming in this different energy when the future is looking a lot brighter than where you've been, because this right here was difficult, whatever that represents. But you've got aces coming in, new beginnings. You've got the full energy representing also a fresh start. So 3 of Wands, you know, it's time for you to really focus more so on what you can build future-wise. We also have the Star card right here. And we've got Aquarius represented through these cards with the Fool as well as the Star. So that could be significant for some of you guys. This right here is telling you that whatever it is that you are hoping for and wishing for, it can still manifest, perhaps through a new beginning, through a new cycle. And sometimes we have to loosen the reins a little bit from our idea of what a particular wish looks like, because sometimes the universe has a bigger plan for you, you know, but you are being guided perhaps onto a path that's much better suited for you. We also have the King of Pentacles. So I love how we've got the Queen of Wands and then we've got the King of Pentacles represented right here. So you might encounter somebody who's in this type of energy for a divine masculine. This is someone who is very successful. Perhaps their career is going well. They're established. This is somebody that I like to look at as a really good ideal mate, somebody who's looking for a forever type of love. This isn't somebody that's going to be messing around and hurting you and creating tower moments and destruction like this. So I really am feeling when it comes to the masculine here and even the feminine, you know, Queen of Wands is such a beautiful energy for the feminines right here, confident and determined. And then the 7 of Pentacles, it's on top of the energy of the 9 of Wands resilience. 7 of Pentacles is about perseverance. So despite some of the drawbacks, this is telling us that if you're willing to put in the work to improve the quality of your relationships, romantic, friendships, family, whatever it is, that you will endure, that you will overcome. But it's going to possibly take a little bit of time for that to play out. So just have a little bit of patience, because I ultimately feel if you're dedicating time towards moving in a different direction, if the person you're thinking about is willing to put in the work to save the partnership, to bring you guys back into union, if that's what you're focused on, it can absolutely happen, but it will take time. Okay? Look at this. You've got the 6 of Wands. Let me move these guys over. So you've got the 6 of Wands, followed by the 10 of Cups, and then we've got the 4 of Wands. So some of you guys could even be part of a twin flame journey right here. This 6 of Wands is telling us that perhaps you will be successful not only in your love life, but life overall, you know, tapping into your self-confidence. So that could even be the masculine. We've got the Queen of Wands representing confidence as well. 10 of Cups is everything that you're hoping for, wishing for, being able to manifest this. So it's possible. It's just going to require a little bit of patience on your part or even the other person. And the 4 of Wands could even be representing reunions, happy families, possible marriage somewhere down the line. It represents a very happy outcome to a situation that might have experienced something not so good. You know, so I kind of feel that there's a shift in the energy, things are changing, and that might ultimately represent this cycle of change that's coming in as well. And I couldn't help but look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on and releasing past baggage. So that's actually a really good thing, because you don't want to be holding on to past baggage, things that have been holding you back, things that have been holding you and your person back. You know, so all of those things can be overcome. You guys have some pretty amazing cards coming through here. You know, you've got the Star, you've got the 4 of Wands, you've got the 10 of Cups. So all of those energies combined, it looks really good. So it may not be looking quite this way right here, right now, but it has the capability to go here. So just hang in there, have some patience. I feel it can ultimately get there. All right, so we'll look at one more batch of cards, and then I'll go ahead and choose some readings here, a couple people to receive. Okay, that's fine. I'll still go ahead and take a look at the situations Thank you guys for the super chats. Okay. All right. So as long as we have names, zodiacs, background, and questions, we're good to go. And then I'll go ahead and choose 2 people. Thank you guys so very much. So let's look at one more batch of a situation. If that first part didn't make sense for you, let's see what else we can pick up here for the collective. And thank you for everybody that's here, tuned in, and spending time with us. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever's tuned in here today for our live stream. What additional messages need to come through here? We have history. So you and this person have shared a history together. And for some of you guys, that history is extensive. We're talking past life energies here, or you guys could have grown up together, or just many years have been invested in this partnership. We do have Be Mine. We have New Beginning. We have Messages. And whoever this is, they think about you, they're missing you. Bottom of the deck, we have Alone. So take that if it makes sense for you personally, but I'm focusing more so on the individual that you could be thinking about. This person missing you, feeling very alone. They're wanting to start fresh, wanting a new beginning with you. If there has been no contact, no communication, maybe there's the possibility of them reaching out, maybe sending a text, a phone call, however way that communication comes in from this person. All right, let's grab some tarot and see what else we can learn here for the collective. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages. And maybe that surprises you that they still want to be a part of your life, that they're still thinking about you. Doesn't matter how long it's been. They're feeling this emptiness, that void, because you're not there. All right, let's see. Okay, so this person was definitely your lover. You guys were bonded at one point in time romantically, and maybe they made some choices that broke you guys up, or they did something, whatever this history is. Sometimes the Lover's card can be an indication of a third party. Take that if it makes sense. That could have broken some of you guys up, and which is why they could be feeling alone without you. But this is also picking up off of the chemistry, how well you guys got along, how drawn you guys are to each other, the love that you have for one another. So it really does come down to the decisions that they ultimately want to make at this point to come towards you and welcome in this new beginning. We have the Judgment card. So this person, they are waking up. I feel communication is on its way. They want to be able to reach out to you. Possibly, oh my, look at these next 2 cards. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Cups. This is your divine counterpart. You guys are a perfect match. We did see that reference earlier. We have the 9 of Cups. So we have wish fulfillment here. That's certainly what it is that they're hoping for and wishing for. Judgment card is letting us know that they have also had that epiphany where they are really wondering, can this be a situation that can be fixed? Which is why they're wanting that new beginning, which is why they're wanting to reach out, maybe to make amends, okay? Especially if they did something to break you guys up. What I see here is your hearts are both open to the possibility of what could be somewhere down the line. Wow. And a wish that can manifest. Look at this. Here we are again with the Star. So we've got 2 cards right next to each other talking about wish fulfillment and wishes that can come true for this connection, despite the fact that you guys perhaps have had a history of breakups and separations, poor choices that were made. I feel this person is willing to put in the effort to come towards you, to apologize and want forgiveness. You still represent this energy of the 9 of Cups where you fulfill them. They're happy when they're with you. They're most satisfied and fulfilled when they're with you, and that's perhaps what it is that they're missing. So I can't help but feel that this person with that Star card coming up again, they're feeling so alone without you, and they're feeling guided back to you. So if your heart is open to the possibility of them returning, you might just hear from this person. That is what's coming through there. All right, so hopefully that made sense for you guys. All right, so I'll go ahead and choose a couple of people to get a reading here. All right, so Cameron, what do we have? Okay, so I see the super chats. Thank you. So Carmen, is it Natasha? Okay, Pisces. All right, so let me look at these real quick. All right, so Carmen. Yeah, I'll do that one first. So I'll get to the super chats shortly, guys. I'm going to go ahead and select folks that have not submitted a super chat for the mini readings here today, and then we'll get into the super chats after that. So while I'm waiting, let's go ahead and do the yes, no answers. So you guys can ask up to 5 questions here. It does not have to be focused only on love. It could be about anything. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone that's here. All right, Carmen. All right, here we go. So whatever question you have, whether, again, it is about love, romance, doesn't matter if you're single, if you're in a relationship and going through some challenges, if you want advice on money matters, finances, job, whatever it is, focus on your question. And this deck will only have yes, no responses, so it has to be answered in a yes, no format. So here we go. Focus on your question, the first one, whatever it is, and let's grab an answer. And if it's not a favorable response, typically the way I see that, it's either wrong timing, or that's the universe or your angel guides telling you that there's something or someone way better suited for you. Okay, here we go. Question number 1 for the collective. So we have a no for the first question. So again, maybe timing's a little bit off, or there really is something way better for you out there. All right, so if you have a second question, go ahead and say it out loud, concentrate on it, meditate on it, and let's get into an answer here. So question number 2 for whoever has a second question. We have a yes. Okay, so hopefully that's a good response. All right. And just because a no is received, it really depends on what your question is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a negative. All right, question number 3, if you have a third question. Again, whatever it is, love, romance, finances, work, job, friends, family, health, whatever it is. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. Question number 3. Okay, so we have a no for the third question. All right. So again, timing could be off. All right. If you have a fourth question, now is the time to focus on that. Question number 4 for the collective. Here we go. We have a yes. Okay, so it's alternating answers. No, yes, no, yes. All right, guys, so let's grab an answer for the last question for those who have a fifth question. Here we go. Question number 5 for the collective. Here we go. And we have a yes. Okay, so we've got 3 yeses and 2 no's here today, guys, and hopefully that gives you some insight regarding your questions, whatever it's about. All right? All right, guys, so let's get into the mini readings here. So, Cameron, do you have that information for me? Okay. Okay. Jenna, Taurus. Okay. I'm curious about my choices. I feel like I've met someone under spiritual circumstances, but he left. I only know his first name. Okay, that would be great if you could provide his first name, Jenna, so I can look into that energy. Okay. So let me go ahead and grab that vibe. I don't necessarily need his name, but if we get it, that would be great. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Jenna, Taurus, and her person of interest. What is this person feeling and thinking when it comes to Jenna, Taurus? What is this person feeling, thinking when it comes to any sort of romantic connection here, focused on Jenna, Taurus? Okay, so we've got Journey. The card after that is Trapped. So this is already telling us, Jenna, when it comes to this person, that they're not the type to commit right here, right now. They're on their own journey, whatever that might be. And if they were to get into a relationship at this point, whether it is with you or somebody else, they feel like they're trapped. They feel like there's this need to break free from it and just go their own way. So not to say that this person can't be your ideal mate later on down the line. It's just wrong timing, I feel, when it comes to this person. Let's see what else. We have Positive. The card after that is Conflict. And then we have Feminine Shadow. So whenever I see that energy, okay, and it's a Divine Feminine requesting the reading, and it's right next to Conflict, so this person that you're focused on, Jenna, might actually be interested in somebody else, or whatever this conflict is. It doesn't have to be a person. They could be focused more so on their life's journey, their job, their career, whatever that's about. You know, so as long as you're in the shadow when it comes to this person, you're not their main priority. There's something else going on. So that could be why he ended up leaving, because he's focused elsewhere, whether again it's another person or something else going on with this individual. Let's grab some tarot here and see what else we can pick up. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on the connection between Jenna, Taurus, and her person of interest. So if they're conflicted, they're on the fence. Look at that. So if you were to get into a relationship with this person right now, Jenna, what we're seeing here is a tower. It would fall apart. It wouldn't ultimately work out right here. Not the way it's presenting itself anyway. So it's very important that you really do trust what it is that you're feeling, your intuition when it comes to this person, you know, regardless of the fact that you guys did meet under spiritual circumstances, as you mentioned. The fact of the matter is they're feeling conflicted, and so this person would probably make some poor choices here. So let's see. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Jenna, Taurus, and her person of interest. They could have also experienced past heartbreak where things fell apart. And so maybe that's a part of the conflict. There's this need to really focus towards the future and what you guys could build together, or that's what this person is focused on. That could be what he's focused on, building a better life for himself, building a career for himself. Let's see. Let's see what else. That's really interesting. Okay, so the High Priestess, Queen of Cups, both tapped into intuitive vibes. You need to trust your intuition on this one, Jenna, and just know that perhaps this is not the person for you. He's perhaps hiding things from you, conflicted. There could possibly be a third-party situation or some drama that's lurking behind the scenes here. And then you've got the Six of Swords. This is about moving forward. And in this particular case for you, you're being directed to move on and just leave this one behind because, you know, clearly he did leave and he's not focused on you. You're not a priority in this person's life. So you're being directed to get yourself out of the shadow and for you to be able to claim a better future for yourself by moving on and just preparing yourself for perhaps somebody that's way better suited for you. And then you've got the Three of Cups right here. So there are better days ahead for you, Jenna. I don't feel this is your person. It's just not presenting itself that way. You can still create a very positive outcome in your love life. I don't think it's with this person, however. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. Not the best news when it comes to this individual, but, you know, better you know now rather than investing time and energy in somebody that would bring about this tower moment where things would, the foundation would just fall apart because they weren't fully invested to begin with. Okay, so I'll leave that one there. Thank you so much for your question. All right. Is this the free one? Okay. Fusion, Taurus. Okay, so we've got Tauruses coming through here. All right, let's take a look at your situation. Okay, my twin is a Virgo in separation, need guidance on this subject. Oh, Cameron. Okay, so my twin is a Virgo in separation. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at that. Let's see. Okay, let me see what deck I'm drawn to here. I guess I'll use this one again. All right, Fusion, Taurus. Let's take a look at your twin flame connection with your Virgo. So you guys are not together right now. Okay. Here we go. This is a surrender card coming through. So that could ultimately be representing your Virgo twin, that maybe they're just kind of giving up on the connection for now. Not that they are giving up on you, but they're not putting in the effort perhaps. Let's see. What else when it comes to this connection? Okay, so your twin flame could be going through this dark night of the soul energy. Maybe they're just going through a really tough time during this time apart. But we do have the spring card right after that. So even though you guys are not together at this point in time, possibly, okay, this could even be giving you a time frame right here that maybe next spring is when things can grow and change and bloom once again when it comes to this love connection, this twin flame connection. We do have lessons that need to be learned in the meantime. So that makes sense. So time is involved here when it comes to this twin flame connection. Somebody's going to have to take action. It's either you, Fusion, or your twin flame needing to take some sort of action in order for this situation to move forward. I'm drawn to these next two cards as well. We have forgiveness, and then we have return. So maybe this is even a part of your energy where, of course, you're wanting your twin flame to be a part of your life. Once again, they could, of course, be feeling this way without letting you know this at this point in time. So if part of the reason why you guys are in separation is because either you or the other person did something to create the distance, or they did something to hurt you, they are wanting some sort of opportunity for forgiveness, maybe an apology they want to bring in. So let's grab some advice and see what's going on there. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Fusion, Taurus, and a twin flame Virgo for this connection that is currently in separation. Let's see, what do we need to know here? Okay, so this right here with that Five of Wands, there's some sort of rivalry here. So I don't know if that's part of the reason that you guys broke up, because someone else was in the picture, or you guys have had some disagreements, arguments. We do have competition right here. So clarify that for me if you could in the comments, if there was a possible third party, whether you know about that or had a suspicion about that, or you guys just weren't seeing eye to eye. And then we've got the Seven of Wands, which is also about competition. Isn't that interesting? So rivalry, competition, but despite all that, Seven of Wands is about perseverance. So there's this need to perhaps, whether you identify with this or the Virgo does, somebody perhaps is wanting to take control of the situation and not quite ready to give up on the connection. Okay, we do have the Nine of Swords representing that feeling of hopelessness, and that could be why someone here is in that dark night of the soul, could be going through some depression or anxiety, not sleeping late at night, you know, just stressing out a little bit. Whoever this person is, whoever is identifying with that Nine of Swords vibe, I feel that's the person that wants a reconciliation and is in need of forgiveness, recognizing perhaps that they did something to ruin the partnership. And then we do have the Knight of Cups right here. We have the Lovers card right there. You could be dealing with a, I don't know if your Virgo has Gemini in their chart, or maybe you do, but that's what that represents. So here we are with the choices that need to be made in order for you guys to make this work, in order to come back into union. This right here, of course, representing a very romantic connection. And so maybe that's what your Virgo twin is wanting to revive, making different choices, knowing that they have to take action to be able to fix this. But clearly the chemistry is here, the love is here, the romance is here. But if none of those things are happening right now, perhaps there's more healing that needs to happen. But we do have a time frame of springtime where you guys might be able to reconnect. So what happened, happened. You guys are in separation. So there are cycles that need to be released. That's a cycle from the past. And the World card is also giving you perhaps another opportunity towards fulfillment and harmony in your connection with your Virgo twin, for you guys to reconnect and be able to fix this. Okay, so then you've got the Death card right here. So it did come to an end, but in order for a new beginning to come in, there has to be change. And I really love how you've got the Wheel of Fortune, you've got the Magician, and here's our Twin Flame card, that Four of Wands. So you guys just have to be able to reestablish the foundation of the relationship. You've got a turning point here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so things can still turn around for the two of you. And then you're blessed with the energy of the Magician, where manifestation of a positive outcome is still possible. You guys can still revive the relationship and bring this twin flame connection back together. So it still has to be given a little bit more time for that to play out. But ultimately, I feel you guys aren't going to be in separation for long, that possible springtime is when things can finally start moving. All right, Fusion, thank you so much for your question. I hope that helps you out. All right, guys, so who's next? Okay. Oh, I have more, yeah. Okay, so let's get into the other messages here. Okay. What's the order? Okay. Oh, I've got Jenna. That's done. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys, to prepare for the next group. Was Myra first? Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me just get the information. Okay. Okay. Is it two?
Yes, it's continuing. You want to add to it.
Okay, all right. So Carmen, Natasha, and Myra. Okay, so let's get into the messages here. Okay, so Carmen. All right. Waiting for, oh, Scorpio. Okay. Hoping for a positive outlook at work and life itself. Wants to know about future stability. Okay, so let's grab some insight about that. We'll take a look at love. We'll take a look at finances here. Okay, let's start with that. Where's my deck? Hold on 1 second here. All right, so Carmen will start off taking a look at abundance, finances. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Carmen, Scorpio. When it comes to work environment, finances, abundance, life matters, finances here. We'll look at that first. What's part of the advice here? All right, Carmen. So what do we have? Luck. You got lucky, winnings, money. So that could simply be an indication that this is a really lucky time for you when it comes to your finances, your work opportunities. That's actually a really nice energy there. Let's see. Look at that. I don't know if you are one to create a vision board. I personally have done it many times, so that's something that really interests me. It's totally up to you if you want to go ahead and start something like that, or if you've already done that, but it's actually quite beneficial if you are able to actually look at what it is that you want to achieve, certainly when it comes to your work life, but that could apply to life matters as well. Let's see what else here. Let's grab one more. One more energy for Carmen, Scorpio. And then we have manage your money better. So if that's something that you feel you need to focus on, you know, that might also be beneficial for you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some advice here. I think I'll go ahead and grab some romance angels first to take a look at your love life as well, and then we'll grab some tarot. So when it comes to love and romance, what's the energy surrounding you at this time? Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Carmen, Scorpio. We have make the effort. We have calling in your soulmate. And then we have attraction. So I don't know if she's single right now, or if you're not in a relationship right now, you certainly are calling in somebody to be a part of your love life. So let's grab some information and see what else we can learn. Okay, so if you've been praying for love, if you've been wanting to attract that into your life, you absolutely can do that as well. And again, this is a very lucky time for you, not just necessarily regarding your finances. It could be about love as well. What else do we need to know focused on Carmen, Scorpio? All right, here we go. So we have a reversed world card. Okay, so whatever cycles have not completed for you, perhaps it's time to get that going, you know, so whatever negative energies or experiences that you might be holding on to still. Sorry, say that again. Oh, so she's currently in a relationship right now, but there's confusion there. Okay, so that's already telling us perhaps, Carmen, that this person needs to make more of an effort. Okay, so that could also be an indication that they are attracted to you, but they're not really showing up for you as much as they could. This is interesting. So here's the next card. You've got the Eight of Cups, and this is about walking away from people, from experiences that are no longer meant to be a part of your future. You know, that could also be why we've got that World card showing up in the reverse, because there's something coming through as being incomplete or no closure, or you're just feeling like something's missing. Something is showing up as a void or an emptiness in your life, whether that's money, whether that is love. However, you do have this King of Cups coming in. You've got the Seven of Cups. So it does seem, when it comes to love and romance anyway, you've got this King of Cups. This is somebody that would be a very devoted love partner. This is somebody whose heart is fully open to loving you. So if this person is causing you confusion, maybe they're not the one for you and you're being directed to walk away, because the Seven of Cups is telling you you've got other options when it comes to love, romance, work, whatever doesn't feed your soul, whatever it is that you're not happy about. Okay, it's time for you to, I was just about to say, let it go. And then we've got the 10 of Wands right here. It's coming through as more of a burden for you to continue to invest your time and energy in people, or even if, let's just say, your work life isn't up to par, if it's just not something that you're fully invested in or even passionate about, perhaps it's time to really take a look at what is occupying your time. You know, if it's coming through more of a heaviness rather than something that uplifts you and makes you happy when you get up in the morning, then it's time to perhaps make different choices, different decisions, and walk away from it, because life is too short to be sticking around where you're not 100% fulfilled, you know? And then we've got the 5 of Cups right here. And then as we can see, disappointment right there. So already it's coming through that you are disappointed in what's going on in your relationship. That could be romantic, of course, but that could also be work environment. That could even be friendships. That could even be family. However way this is coming through for you with that 5 of Cups, it's loss. It's some sort of regret. It's people that have disappointed you. However, you've got the Ace of Pentacles right here. So abundance is coming in for you, Carmen. That's one of my favorite cards. This is giving you a fresh new start, a new beginning. And when it comes to love, it could be perhaps a divine masculine coming in with some sort of solid offer, letting you know that they're fully invested in the connection. Ace of Pentacles too, when it comes to your finances, that looks amazing because you're in a really good place. We already see you're very lucky at this point in time. Take advantage of that energy. New opportunities. You're in line to be able to attract prosperity and new adventures when it comes to everything, really. And look at this. You've got the sun coming in. So if life just hasn't handed you everything that you've been hoping for, here it is. This is everything that you could possibly desire and want. And that includes love. That includes good health. That includes happiness in every aspect of the word. You know, everything just falls into place. This is basically representing joy and success and celebration and very positive energy. Okay, and then here we are with the 7 of Pentacles. If it's not happening for you right here, right now, just know that in time it will. You just have to be able to put in the effort to make this manifest in the 3D. And then you've got the 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups, great energy, satisfaction, emotional stability, you know, and this is also telling you that whatever wishes you have, it can manifest for you. Again, whether it's love, whether it's other stuff, whether it's finances, whatever it is, you are in a very good place to be able to attract all of this stuff. Okay, so that looks really good as far as the direction that you're going. Thank you so much for your super chat. That's a great reading. All right. So let's see who's next. Cameron. Okay. So Natasha, you are up next. All right, let's see what energies are coming through for you. Okay, so you're Pisces. The person I'm dealing with is Leo. What are Marcel? I can't read this, Cameron. Marcel. Oh, what are Marcel's honest and true feelings and intentions towards me? Is that what that says? Yep, okay. Marcel. Okay, so Marcel is the Leo. Okay, let's grab some energies. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Marcel, Leo, and the connection with Natasha, Pisces. So what is his vibe right now when it comes to this connection? Okay, so he's going through some sort of awakening here. So that's a good thing. We have planning. So whatever epiphany Marcel is going through, I feel it's interesting that you want his honest and true feelings and intentions towards you. Part of this awakening is him coming to his own realizations, having to be honest and true with himself. And if he really wants to be able to plan a life with you, plan a future with you, then this is what's needed in order for him to actually make it happen. Let's see what else. We have journey. Okay. So a part of his journey, whatever it is that he is planning, it's like a ripple effect. It started with this awakening, and now he's either, if you guys are in separation, he's either coming back or he now knows the direction he wants to go. Let me see what else here. Give me one more card for Marcel, Leo. Okay, and then we have this defeated energy. Bottom of the deck, we do have confused. Okay, so if at one point in time, or if currently he's in this state of confusion, someone who's feeling defeated, it's almost like they've lost the energy to put in any effort towards the relationship. And that really has to be cleared out by this awakening when it comes to Marcel. So let's grab some additional messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the connection between Natasha, Pisces, and Marcel, Leo. So he needs to be able to go through this awakening to clear that up. He needs clarity. All right. We do have the King of Cups. Okay, so that's actually a really good energy when it comes to Marcel, because this is somebody, and that's part of the awakening here, for him to be able to open up his heart to you and devote himself to the relationship. So that's a good energy. We do have the Three of Wands, and then we've got the Three of Cups. So both of these cards are really good in that he's focused more so and planning what it is that he's wanting to build on his life's journey. And I feel ultimately he wants you to be a part of that, you know, clearing up this confusion as to whatever might have challenged the partnership, if there are any challenges. And then there is the Six of Swords. And in this instance, for this reading, I feel whatever might have caused him to feel defeated in his life, whether prior relationships that didn't work out or whatever challenges you guys might have gone through, he really wants to transition away from that and transition away from this confusion. Now, this is interesting. Take a look at this. There you are, Queen of Cups. Here's Marcel, King of Cups. So this is what's between the two of you, and they're all really good energies. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune as well. This is really significant in how this is presenting itself here. So again, Queen of Cups, very intuitive in nature. And so you have to trust your heart on this one. You have to trust what you're feeling. You have to trust your gut when it comes to this connection with Marcel. And he has to be able to do the same when it comes to the two of you. So even though we have this confused card coming through here, I feel eventually that will turn around and he'll be able to go through his awakening, to be able to see things clearly, and to be able to get you guys to a much better place where things can ultimately truly work itself out. And I absolutely love how we've got the Strength card coming through here representing Marcel's own Leo energy. So he needs to be able to tap into his inner strength to be able to find the courage to get things moving in the right direction for the two of you. I feel you're very much a part of his heart space. I'm just instinctively feeling that from him. You know, coming in as the King of Cups, this is somebody who has a lot of love in their heart for you. So that looks really nice. And look at this. You've got the Sun, and then you've got the Four of Wands. This Four of Wands is really wanting to come through today. And I don't know if you have felt that this connection is a twin flame connection. It could be. And then we've got the Sun's energy right here, already knowing that it's a very happy outcome, a very positive outcome. He might not be quite as prepared to take it there at this moment in time. So just give this a definitive time frame, perhaps, Natasha. You know, 3-6 months, no more than a year is what I typically like to advise, and just give this one a little bit more time, because he needs to be able to come towards you as perhaps a better version of himself, or to be able to get things moving towards this sun's energy where you guys can really be happy. If you are in separation from Marcel, I do feel that there is a possible reunion right here. I'm also feeling that you make him happy. The love certainly is there. And I'm ultimately feeling, when it comes to Marcel, that he truly cares for you and loves you. And, you know, I don't know if he's had issues expressing that or showing you. I feel eventually he'll be able to do that a lot better than how he has done that. But this does represent a very positive outcome for the two of you. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Thank you so much for your request and for the question. All right, so Cameron, is it just one more? Okay, then we have Myra. Okay, and no one has any comments or questions? Okay. All right, Myra, so let's get into your message. Okay, so you are a Gemini. Martin is a Virgo. Deep connection, but just friends. Are we going to be something more serious? We definitely have much love for each other. Okay, so let's grab some advice focusing on Martin. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Martin, Virgo, and the connection with Myra, Gemini. So what's going on with Martin? Okay. Well, look at this. Okay, so we have intimacy. You guys might just be friends, but I'm just kind of feeling here that perhaps he fantasizes about you intimately, okay, sexually. That's kind of coming through. Let's see. What's going on? What else do we need to know? What else? Focusing on Martin, Virgo, and the connection with Myra, Gemini. We have trapped. Okay, so whenever I see this card and right next to intimacy, it just reminds me of somebody, despite the deep connection that you're referencing, he might be more so ready for a physical connection, taking things out of the friend zone, and not quite ready to take it to a more serious place as far as you guys being in a committed partnership, perhaps. So I don't know if he's been burned in the past, if he's had his heart broken. It's coming through as a soulmate connection, okay? And just like you said, deep connection, much love for each other. And, you know, maybe he's the type of person that just wants to take things the way he feels he needs to take it, you know, but it's just coming through as perhaps intimacy first and then taking a look to see if he's ready for a relationship the way perhaps you're wanting things to go. Look at this. So this is the front of the deck, okay? Divine Masculine Energy Oracle cards. Here's the back. So he's very much present as far as the energy coming through here. And it could go either way. Either he sees you as this soulmate and he knows this, but at the same time, he's not wanting to feel trapped and get into anything too serious. Let's grab one more. Look at this. We've got Sacred Union coming in. Okay, so even though he might not be ready for commitment, he might not be ready for the two of you guys to be more than friends. I mean, it's just a matter of time, I feel. Let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Myra, Gemini, and Martin, Virgo. He could also be fighting his feelings for you, you know. Even though you feel the love from Martin, I feel he's still holding back somehow. Look at this. Very interesting. So there's our Hierophant. And this is commitment right here. He's more committed towards the intimacy, as we can see right there. He's not ready for the commitment here, but eventually it's right here. So eventually it will get there. Two of Wands. So he can either stay in this mentality of feeling trapped, he's not ready for commitment, or if he really wants to take things out of the friend relationship and turn this into something more romantic, where who knows, this could lead towards possible marriage someday. It still is requiring Martin to make a decision here, you know. And then we do have the Seven of Cups, which is about choices and opportunities. So right now, perhaps he's recognizing that he wants to be able to choose you to represent this soulmate in his life. But he's also, I feel, not quite ready to take things more so towards this sacred union. He still feels like that would be something he's not ready for. You know, it's just coming through with that trapped energy. Let's see what else, focusing on the connection between Myra, Gemini, and Martin, Virgo. We do have the Judgment card right here. So eventually, and it's right next to Divine Masculine, the way I see the Judgment card, sometimes it's like a wake-up call. It's like an alarm clock. He's going to have to pay attention to those signs in order to really be a part of your life and come towards this sacred union where you guys can be happy. And look at the next card. You've got the Sun. I mean, this Sun card quite prominent here today. So this right here together represents a very positive, very happy energy, of course. And so because the love is here, because the soul connection is here, he already is attracted to you. He feels drawn to you. It's just that he's not quite ready to dedicate his life to this partnership. He's not quite there yet, but eventually he will be. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. Give him the time, Myra, to be able to come towards you with this solid offer of love and commitment. Eventually he will get there. He's not quite there yet, and it's heading in that direction. So that looks pretty good, honestly. And then you guys have the Ten of Pentacles. So you could certainly build a life together financially. Things would look very successful for the two of you. This is a solid foundation. I mean, it's just so happens that for this particular deck, this particular card, there's a home right here. So you guys might ultimately share a home, get married someday, start a family someday, be very abundant together. But this is also coming through as two people who are perfectly matched up, and that there's a very strong soul connection here, a very strong bond. And so this is an indication that future-wise, it looks really good as far as you guys being perfect partners, ideal mates, soulmates. Okay, so that looks great as far as how that's coming through here today. All right, so do we have any more? That's it for today. Thank you guys so very much, everybody that's tuned in for our live stream, and then I'll make a separate announcement for our next Wednesday lineup for the Super Chat readings. We do a whole lot more on Wednesdays, and wishing you guys the best. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Hopefully the general love forecast was something that you were able to relate to. I'd love it if you spread the word for our live streams, just giving us a broader audience to be able to tune into these, for us to be able to help as many folks as possible. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fusion. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.